AFTV, Lee, you just heard Julian. He was saying that, considering how it turned out.
If I had a gun, I'd shoot him, Robbie. If I had a gun, I'd shoot him.
But what the point he's making is let me hear me out on this. The point he's making is in a season, right? You're going to have ups and downs. Yeah. We don't know yet. What he's saying is we don't know yet whether that's 2 points dropped or a point gained. We don't. Remember last week we was all thinking coming out of Goodison. Me and you walked out of there. We're thinking, oh my God, well, that's and then the next day. So you don't really know.
No, you don't know.
That's the point he was making.
That's the point he's making. Well, at the end of the day, you've got when you're at home against Brentford, a team that have come here defending for a point, you get 1-0 up with 15 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go, and you don't see it out. That's points drop, Robbie. I don't care what anybody says, you know what I mean? And that's how it is. It's fact. Don't start sugarcoating it. Oh, we're not expected to win the title, so we're happy with fourth, you know what I mean? Oh, we was expected to win this game tonight and we didn't. That's it. Don't sugarcoat it. It's one of those things, and you cannot. I've said it a few weeks ago. Go back and have a look. I think it was when we played Man United. I said, yeah, it's great winning these games, but we're conceding too many goals at home. Two times every time 2 teams have come here and we've kept clean sheets against. That's Newcastle, who never had no intentions of scoring, and Nottingham Forest. Every other team that's come here has scored goals.
Oh yeah, we beat Forest 5-0.
5-0. Every other team has come here and scored goals. So, and when you
look at it,
was
a poor goal we gave away, wasn't it?
Poor goal giveaway. And when you look at it, possession. We dominate games, possession based. For teams to have the chances, and the teams that for them to have as many chances as they did today, is poor. It's poor today, you know what I mean? You've got to say how it is. On game to game, I'll say how it is. Yeah. That was poor. From the start to finish. I expected a lot better in the first. So where was the intensity in the first half like there was in the second half? The second half we was a lot quicker and a lot sharper when we get the goal.
Is that a bit of nerves setting in though?
Well, nerves? We're in February. We're in February.
When I say nerves, in the fact that we lost last week, which is for the first time, sort of in a long time, they've suffered a defeat, and then you're up against whatever you want to say. Brentford come into this game in great form. They've been unbeaten in the last 9 games. We know we're up against a good side. We know we're up against a dangerous side. Remember, they went to the Etihad and beat Man City. So, did you think that it was a bit of nerves? That's what I'm saying.
No. I just think today you have to say it how it was. It wasn't good enough. I'm happy enough to live with that, Robbie, and go to bed tonight going that we wasn't good enough today. It doesn't mean to say we're not going to be good enough Wednesday or the week after. I take it game from game, and that's how it is today. I see a team today that lacked ideas, lacked things there. A lot of players out of form today. I've got to say that. Martinelli, I'm a massive fan of him. Today was non-existent. But so after a certain amount of time, off he comes. You know what I mean? Eddie today, was poor. Shinchenko, who's been fantastic for us, you know what I mean? He was absolutely awful today. It's just one of those things. What worries me today is, there's those clots in there of games when we don't win games. Last season we'd win a few and then we'd lose 3 games. And we lost, we didn't get it today, that's 3 games now. And I'll go back to what that fella said to me at Goodison Park. It's in my head all the time now. It's in my head all the time. When he turned around and said, it's all to do with the game against Man City, when we lost momentum, and then we've lost 3 we haven't won for 3 games. So it is a bit of a worry. But listen, it ain't the end of the world.
Big game now on Wednesday, isn't it? That's huge now, isn't it?
Massive game, if I'll be really honest, I like to go into that game in the form that we was in a little few weeks ago. When we played Man United, I was convinced we was going to win because we was in good form, the players were playing well and all that. Now I'm a little bit worried. I was worried coming into this game today. I don't think anybody
This is where our seasons go. You're old enough to know how this thing works.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? You're going to have these sort of,
Listen, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's the end of the world. I'm not saying that Arsenal ain't going to win the league because of that performance there. But don't turn around and turn around and go, it's 1 point gained. Let's say it as it is. It's 2 points dropped. You're at home. We've got Aston Villa. We've got Aston Villa next away from home. We've got Leicester. If you drop points and it's a draw there, you turn around and go, that's a point gained. But when you're at home and you're going for the title, their points dropped. When you look at it last week against you're looking at, let's say we're saying it now, as Man United fans turning around and saying, or are we turning around and going, after they drew with Leeds, that's a point gained? Because I certainly weren't. I was saying that's 2 points dropped from Leeds. So why should we turn around and go, it's 2 points dropped for everybody else? But it's a point gained for us. It's not. say how it is, it's a points drop today, we move on, and we've got to play a lot better and defend a lot better. And I said today, before coming to this game, whatever happens today, I still think we'll win Wednesday. I don't know if we won today or drawn or lost. I still think, because you know why? Because they won't play like that.
Yeah, they'll come
and open up like, you know what I mean? Newcastle put the blueprint out here a few weeks ago how to play, right? How to stop us, right? Everton went one further with on set pieces, and today, like, you know what I mean, they would have maybe nicked that 1-0 if we didn't score the goal. So what we've got to do now is we've got to come up with something different. Not make excuses and sugarcoat it as what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure Mikel and the boys are saying the same thing, because I know that, you know what I mean, you know what you've got to do, and we've got to execute that. But when you go 1-0 up and you're playing badly, Robbie, you must defend better than what we did today, like, and that's the case. At the end of the day, it ain't the end of the world. We move on.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.